Hello everyone, this is Joni, and I've come to you this evening to, well, it's more like morning really, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, to make a DIY for you. And I'm going to try to take this block and make a scarecrow out of it. So the things that you will need to do this is you'll need one of these stencils that you just go over the design and transfer it onto the glass. And then I'm going to be using some leaves, some fall leaves. And then I have some lights, and they are going to be burning for 6 hours, and then they're off 18, and they take 3 AA batteries. And then I'm going to use this this raffia to make hair out of. And I think I'm needing a little more light on that side, so I'm going to have to check my lighting. And then I'm going to use the burlap, little parts of burlap. And then I'm thinking about using some of these little things that you just put around here, there, and yonder for accents. And this happens to be a mushroom or a toadstool, whichever way you want to look at it. I have 2 of these. There it is. It's sticking up in there now. But I'm thinking about using it. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking about it. I'm in the process of getting new lights, so if we can do on this time, the next time I should have new lights. But I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and then I'm not going to make you sit and wait while I do the rest of it. I'll go ahead and do some of it and then come back on and tell you what I'm doing, and so on. I hope that you all have been enjoying all of these beautiful days that we're having, because it seems like they're going to be to a minimum before too many weeks. And I know it's still very hot down here, but in a lot of places it's getting cooler, I think, in the mornings. I remember when we were back home, it always got cooler around the 1st of September, all the way up there, or her. I'm thinking about making a girl out of her. Haven't decided for sure. Okay, then. Okay, now all we have to do is just rub this real good. And if it's like the stickers that I used to use all the time, it should come off rather easily. My daughter called me today and said that there's a hurricane out in the Gulf, but it's headed toward Texas. So all of our friends down there, I have several people that I watch down there on YouTube, several girls, and I hate to hear that, but maybe it won't be bad. I'm hoping it isn't, because that is terrible. I was thinking we might possibly get by without any this year, but we still have all the way through November to go. And that's a long time in hurricane season. So, just have to sit back and see what happens, I guess. That's all we can do. Can't very well take our house and run with it. That's one thing about it. Be nice. I told my daughter the other day, I said, well, we weren't talking about storms though, but I told her, I said, I think I should just get one of those big motor homes, one of the beautiful ones that you travel all over the country in, and just move in one of those. And that way I can travel and go wherever I want to, and I'll always have my home with me. And she got a kick out of that, because she knew I would never be happy like that. But I was just using around, shall we say. I hope this thing is coming off. It should be. No, it isn't. Well, I'm doing everything like that, but it's not coming off. Maybe I'm just not putting it down there hard enough. Okay, since this is acting up, I'm going to just go, and I'll come back when I get things done. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I have gotten this burlap fixed and cut, and I've got some of the raffia around her head, and I did get this off. You can hardly see it from the things coming through in the back. Maybe I could put a paper there and you could see it better. There you go. It was really hard to get off because it was so stiff, and it wasn't very sticky on the side that was going to stick down. And some of it I actually had to take my fingernail and just pull it gently, and it would come loose. And then I took my paper that I had, this paper tissue back here, and paper towel, and then I just rubbed over it really well after I got it put on there. But it's working out pretty good now, and I did decide to go ahead with her as a little girl, and I brought her hair over here, and I fixed the one burlap bow in her hair. Can't see that very well. I've got my light off too. I turned it off because I wasn't using it for the camera. And now I'm getting ready to make a ribbon in this side of her hair, and I'll let you watch that, and then I will go ahead and shut it back off, and I'll come back and let you see when I'm putting a lot of the decorations around on her, because I think she's going to be cute. But of all the people who has all the flowers that I have, here I get in here at night, this time of the morning, and I find out that I have almost used all of my flowers, my fall flowers at least, for other projects. And I go looking in all of my flowers, and I have tons of them, but I don't have any, I don't have many, I'll say, left of the fall flowers. So I'm going to have to go out tomorrow and get some more fall flowers and maybe stick around on her somewhere. But if I put it up tonight, I won't be doing that. She'll be going as is. Well, she's supposed to not look too fancy. She is a scarecrow, I forget that. But I have other numerous things. I have pine cones and things like that I think that I can use on her and make her look suitable. And I just tie this like I was tying my shoe. It's a little bit harder since you're dealing with burlap. And but it's basically the same principle. And this burlap is really loose too, so it doesn't work like a real ribbon would, of course. If that thing is upside down, I'm just going to have to try to turn it around. This is what happens when you're there. You can probably see better, I'm hoping. I can't wait to get my other lights put up. When I first started filming when I first started my channel, I didn't have any problems with lighting at all. And I'm using the same lights that I use now. But for some reason now, they just don't want to give me the same amount of light that they did back then. I don't know why, because there's nothing changed. And but everything is just much darker than what it was. Now, I guess I'm going to have to take this gun. Oh, that's another problem. This is a new glue gun. It's an arrow. And I had never heard of an arrow. And but I was needing one the other day. And I just got that one because it seemed to be a good one. And I had to take the one back that I got over at AC Moore. Well, I haven't taken it back yet, but I'm going to. It isn't any good. It won't accept the second glue stick. it wants to keep the second glue stick out. So you can't do anything with it. And that's not any good if you're a crafter. So I'm going to be taking this one back too, I figure, because it won't stand up. It just falls right down. And it does all these crazy things. That I was pushing the trigger a while ago and just pushing and pushing on it, and it was doing absolutely nothing. The glue just wasn't coming out. And like I said, it doesn't want to accept that second glue stick. If it weren't for that, well, this is, I may leave this little bunch right here on her. I don't know. I may cut them off and I may leave them. But that's what she's looking like right now. So I'll go ahead and cut it, the camera off, and I'll go ahead and do some more decorating, and then I'll come back. I'll see you later. Okay, everyone. I have finished this, I think. I may do just a few more things before I completely start uploading it. I was having some trouble with my leaves, but this has a little story that goes with it, as you might know. This is a little girl, and her daddy is the mayor of Pumpkinville. And this is her debut, where she goes out into the public, and she wants to be dressed just exactly so-so. So she gets all dressed up, and she's hoping that she is just looking absolutely beautiful. And she has all of her jewelry up here around the top of her head, and her ponytails are bound with the finest of lace, which is burlap. And then over here, the same thing is going on. But this is one of the earrings. Her daddy got her a special earring to go in her ear that evening. So she is wearing that in her ear. And her little brother and sister, I should say, they're all the time bothering her. But she thought this was one time she was going to get away from them and they wouldn't be able to bother her. So she slipped out and she thought they were gone. And then, to her chagrin, when they took her picture, there was the little brother and sister right up looking over top of her hair. So she was all upset for a while, but then she realized that it's really good to have brothers and sisters and everything like that. So she forgave them, and everything is good. So now she is having a really good time at her ball. So I hope that you all think that she is lovely in all of her dressed up outfit. And if you like her, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Okay, I'm going to let you go with that, and I will talk with you all later, and hopefully the next time I will have better lighting. Thank you.